Tariffs squeeze markets flinch. What's going to be Dubai's move? Defend or diversify? Amid growing economic uncertainty, the ripple effects of tariffs are being felt across global markets. Stock waver, gold retreats, and whispers of a potential recession grow louder. For investors and businesses in Dubai, the question lingers. How will these shifting tides impact prosperity, and what safeguards exist when the next storm arrives? Before we dive into this, let's begin by understanding what a tariff is. A tax that a government charges on goods imported from other countries makes foreign products more expensive and encourages people to buy local products instead. Why is Trump pushing for tariffs? Here's the deal. The US is importing far more than it exports, buying massive amounts of goods from China, Europe, and beyond. Let's take a closer look at the current global tariff landscape. The numbers tell quite a story. At present, the US has imposed a 10% tariff on the EU, Japan, Vietnam, South Korea, India, Switzerland, and Thailand. But the real headline grabber, China's tariffs, have just surged to a staggering 145%, an unprecedented move that's sending shockwaves through the global markets. Despite retaliatory measures from other nations, the US shows no signs of backing down. For the UAE and GCC countries, there is some relief. They're facing just 10% tariffs, the lowest rate the US has implemented. The region maintains strong bilateral ties with the modest exports to the US, primarily oil from Abu Dhabi. However, the rise of China as a global superpower and escalating tariffs indicate a looming trade confrontation rather than mere trade adjustments. The economic implications could be far-reaching, and the world is watching closely to see what happens next. The impact of US tariffs on the UAE real estate market will depend on several factors, including the scope of the tariffs, global economic conditions, and investor behavior. Let's break it down. We could witness a potential shift in foreign investments. If US tariffs affect Gulf countries and trade partners, investors from China, Russia, and Europe may view Dubai as a safe investment haven, increasing real estate demand. Now, US sanctions could further encourage Russians, Chinese, and Middle Eastern investors to pursue Dubai's golden visa and property ownership incentives. So what's the impact on UAE-US trade and business relocations? Tariffs impacting UAE exports like aluminium and petroleum could lead to business to restructure, potentially boosting demand for Dubai offices and commercial real estate. Additionally, American companies in Dubai may expand if US trade policies make domestic operations less appealing. Let's talk about the effects of currency and oil prices. A stronger USD stemming from US protectionism may make Dubai properties cheaper for foreign buyers, as the dirham is pegged to the dollar. So while tariffs could disrupt oil trade and lower oil prices, Dubai's diversified economy may still attract real estate investors. What happens when there's increased demand from alternative markets? If the US imposes tariffs on China or Europe, Dubai could benefit from redirecting investments seeking stable, tax-friendly markets. Increased global trade tensions may also attract crypto and high net worth investors to Dubai's luxury real estate. Could we witness a possible slowdown in the luxury market? If US tariffs trigger a global economic slowdown, Dubai's high-end real estate could see reduced demand from international buyers. However, mid-range and affordable housing may remain stable due to the local demand and residency-driven purchases. Now, let's talk about Dubai real estate in the eye of the storm. Why smart money is betting on the Emirates. As the US unleashes its tariff offense, slapping 145% duties on China, squeezing allies with 10% levies, and igniting a global trade war, investors face a critical question. Where can capital thrive when the world's economic order is being rewritten? The answer lies in Dubai. While stock markets shudder and gold wobbles, the Emirates real estate market is quietly positioning itself as the ultimate safe harbor. A tax-free dollar-pegged fortress where golden visas replace volatility and luxury towers outlast trade wars. The bottom line is that this isn't a cycle, it's a reset. The US tariffs of 2025 won't just reshuffle trade flows, they'll redefine where global wealth lives. While others panic, Dubai's real estate market is offering what no Western city can: stability, opportunity, a lifeboat in choppy seas. The smart money isn't waiting. The only question left is, are you in?